eyes of the world watching. It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Up next, one team's name will join NFL immortality at the end of tonight's battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward up here in the booth, everybody. Honored to bring you this Super Bowl. And might we see a little history here tonight, partner? One side on the verge of their first Lombardi trophy. But to win it, they've got to go through somebody who knows what it takes. They have been to the mountaintop before.
And we all know that narrative can be a blessing, but also a curse. They enter this game with a different type of momentum. A team without a title on the verge of finally achieving it. But with that momentum, sure comes the weight of pressure and expectations. What is that feeling? We'll be watching it, can't wait to bring it to you, and handling that pressure will be an enormous key.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a James Cook touchdown. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bills 7, Dolphins nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. D.S. Griggs to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out, someone who twice took the University of Texas to that college football semifinal. It's Quinn Ewers.
Well, here he is, Kate, in the role that I and so many other quarterbacks dreamed of being in during our careers, leading the AFC champions out on a Super Bowl Sunday. The journey, it's only become more difficult every step along the way, from the regular season through each rung of the playoffs, and it's prepared him for the moment he's walking in right now.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Jalen Waddle. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Buffalo offense out there for their 2nd drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, And a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down. So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. It's an early lead for the Bills. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got 3rd and 8. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Bills have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for second down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Now, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. We've set it downs from 37. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. Second down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Blitz coming here. Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still dropped not enough to avoid third down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Cook trying this one up the gut, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now. They need 7. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Throwing now on first down, Allen. This is Cox, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ewers. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Ewers to the air now. And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our 3rd quarter gets underway. Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The 2nd half of the Super Bowl is underway. Eskridge on the return. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here comes the Miami offense for the opening possession of the 3rd. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Ewers throwing out of the pistol. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Achane, a first down carry. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Play action, Ewers. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
To the air on 3rd and long. Throw to the right, finds Waddle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying for it, it's H.M. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Now that was a big 3-yard gain because if instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely you're going to get man-to-man coverage and your passing game is more effective, but I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you can still get the first.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Dolphins football, and their title hopes hinge on evening the score. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Westbrook-Akine, the man in motion right. By Washington, left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting the completion.
Throw caught at the 6. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
In the red zone now. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within 1 score in the 4th. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
Here comes Ewers. They're going for 2.
The Dolphins are lining
They'll try it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Johnson now on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Bills leading by 8. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout.
First down, Buffalo.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. Winning there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They've got a man in motion. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he has the Bills the first down. And that Brock should clinch them this win. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And this is a designed run for Allen. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Now a design run. It's Allen. And it's time to get out the tables, partner. In their 5th appearance, the Buffalo Bills have finally claimed their first Super Bowl title. You think of all the seasons this franchise has gone through, Brock, the great teams they had that came up just a little bit short, the rebuilds that ushered in new, hopeful eras, all of those have led to this moment when they were finally able to claim their first Super Bowl title.
And you know what's so amazing about this mountaintop, Kate, is we're looking out on the field and the confetti and all the players and coaches and families, everyone in the building, and yet you and I